Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Walsh. One of the worst things to happen to a healthcare practitioner, or anybody for that matter, is to learn a new piece of information and then realize that what you had been doing prior is completely or mostly wrong. Now, it's not a good feeling, but it happens to everybody. One of the first times it happened to me was right out of naturopathic school. My wife and I graduated. We needed to build a practice. We needed some patients. So we decided to do a group detoxification program, one of these sort of done-for-you detoxification programs offered by one of the large professional supplement companies. They give you the materials, they give you the diet, and of course they give you the supplements. Well, we prepared, we planned, we got ready, we launched, and we were really excited until the second day we got an email from one of the participants saying that she felt awful, that she didn't want to continue with the detox program, and she actually wanted her money back. Well, we were brand new, and so we had to do a lot of research on the different ingredients that were in some of these supplements. We come to find out that one of the ingredients may have been contraindicated with her pre-existing condition. Now, this was something that our professors never talked to us about. We never learned in any seminars, nor especially did the supplement company tell us. And I didn't realize this at the time, but this was one of my first clinical glimpses into the large gaping holes that exist in our industry. And then this, along with some other similar experiences, basically launched me into this deep obsession into finding out the whole story on a topic, all the facts, and not just what we hear through what I call the nutritional medicine grapevine. Now, I've done this throughout most of my career now, questioning what we have actually been taught. So things like whether or not adrenal fatigue is real, or whether or not we should be taking supplemental vitamin D in isolation, or perhaps even curcumin for that matter. Questioning whether insulin does what we think it does, and if we're actually approaching glucose dysregulation correctly in this industry. And now I'm doing it with detoxification. And I'm bringing these, what I consider to be game-changing findings that I have learned about, to you in this brand new course called Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Detoxification. Now, one thing you must know is I never set out to create a course. What happens is I come up with some questions in my mind and I start looking into it. And then after my mind has just been blown wide open multiple times, and I'm incredibly frustrated at the fact that I've never ever heard anybody teach me this ever before, I decide that other people have to know this information, and that's when a course is created. And that's why I'm now bringing this course to you, because when I learned what I did about detoxification, I had to share this information with as many people as possible. So here are at least 3 reasons why I think you need this course, and you can't miss this incredible opportunity. Number 1, detoxification is an important piece of health. Now you may think, well, I already knew that. But what I'm telling you is that is no longer an alternative concept. In fact, the scientific world has reams of evidence about how toxic we are, how a low dose is just as toxic as a high dose, how there's a synergistic or mixture effect of many low-dose chemicals exposed simultaneously at levels that we're exposed to at an environmental level that cause massive physiological damage. We now understand the mechanisms that they cause damage and how they're related to a number of conditions that we're blaming other things on. Number 2 is most people, I hate to say, that are doing detoxification programs are either completely wrong or are falling short due to these gaping holes in the current popular models that we're taught in this nutritional medicine grapevine. For example, there are a number of different botanicals that we are using that are thought to increase detoxification, but in fact, when you look at the scientific literature, it actually inhibits other parts of detoxification. Also, there are certain compounds or herbs that at a low dose, for example, found in food, actually stimulates detoxification pathways, but at high dose actually, like in supplement form, inhibits detoxification pathways, and so much more. And the third thing is, if health or fat loss is your business, then detox is your business. In this course, you're going to see study after study of not only how synthetic chemicals cause health issues, but how they affect our hormones, how they affect our metabolism, how they affect our gut health and the gut bacteria. And study after study of these just absolutely compelling studies on fat loss that I guarantee you, once you see these studies, you will never approach a fat loss program the same again. Now, I know what you're thinking. Detoxification, I know detoxification. I've been doing it for years. There's a dozen companies that I could buy their products and sell them to my clients. That's fine, but let me ask you 3 quick questions. Number 1, Look at the list of ingredients of detoxification products you're currently using. Are milk thistle, green tea extract, curcumin, quercetin, or resveratrol in any of those products? If they are, I will tell you, I don't consider those to be detoxification products. And I wouldn't use those in a detoxification program for myself or for my family. 2, are you still only talking about phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification? Maybe phase 3. Did you know that there's actually 4 distinct, unique, and important phases to detoxification, including a deeper nuclear transcription factor that actually relates to these detoxification enzymes? And if all we're doing is focusing on the phase 1 and phase 2, then we may be missing out on some of these other important aspects. And the third one is, are you using any laboratory testing in order to identify in your practice who might be toxic? If so, I hate to tell you this, but all the tests, no matter what test comes to mind, is inaccurate at best. It's imprecise. They're almost nothing more than a waste of money. And in this course, I walk you through step by step exactly the reasons why, so that it's very logical and understanding. So if you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need this course. But all of this knowledge that I'm talking about is worthless if you can't apply it. So this is why, when you watch this course, because the evidence is so profound, that you will actually begin to create your own detoxification program simply by watching the videos and seeing the evidence behind some of the things we talk about. And you won't even mean to do this. You'll see something and be like, I absolutely need to have this in my detoxification program. But if you don't want to create your own, you're also in luck, because at the very end of this course, I give you the detoxification program that I have created that's totally unique, that's based on all the different studies that I present in this course and I use as references. I give it to you step by step, along with theories and references and the rationale behind every single thing in it. So if you want to take your knowledge of detoxification to the stratosphere, you need this course, Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Detoxification. I promise you will not be disappointed. It will set you apart from what everyone else is doing. And more importantly, most importantly, you'll be able to scientifically back up what you're doing clinically. So sign up now, don't delay. I really appreciate your support, and I very much look forward to seeing you on the other side of the course.